The Garden of Eden is an ancient story from the Bible describing the world's first home. God created a perfect garden, Eden, where everything was new and good. 4 great rivers, Pishon, Gihon, Tigris, and Euphrates, flowed from Eden, watering the land and making it rich and green. The air was fresh, the sun was warm, and the weather was always pleasant. Gentle mists rose each morning, keeping the plants lush and the flowers bright. In Eden, there were no storms or harsh winds, just calm, steady peace. The garden was a place of harmony, where nature thrived and everything was in balance. Eden was more than a beautiful place. It was a symbol of beginnings and a world without pain or sadness. The story of Eden inspires us to imagine a world of peace, beauty, and perfect harmony. It reminds us of a time when people, nature, and God lived together in unity. The rivers, the perfect weather, and the calmness made Eden a true paradise. Eden's story has inspired people for thousands of years to dream of a better world. It's a vision of what life could be, simple, pure, and full of wonder. The idea of Eden encourages us to care for our world and seek peace. It's a reminder of the beauty that can exist when everything works together. Eden stands as a symbol of hope and harmony. The story continues to shape how we think about beginnings and the world we want to create. In Eden, everything was just right, a perfect start to the story of humanity. Eden was bursting with life, trees of every kind, flowers in every color, and fruit always ripe for picking. The air was filled with sweet scents and vibrant colors. At the garden's heart stood 2 special trees, the tree of life, offering endless vitality, and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, which God set apart with a single rule. These trees reminded everyone of God's presence and purpose. Animals of all kinds lived together peacefully, lions beside lambs, bears with rabbits, and birds singing from the branches. No creature was afraid, harmony ruled. Fish swam in clear rivers, and every animal played its part in keeping the garden healthy. Bees gathered nectar, birds spread seeds, and the sun and rivers nourished all living things. Nothing was wasted. Everything had a purpose. The balance in Eden made it strong and vibrant. Every part of the garden worked together, creating a world where nature thrived. The animals and people lived side by side, each contributing to the garden's beauty. Eden was a living example of perfect harmony. The garden's design showed how all life is connected. It was a place where peace and cooperation were natural. The story of Eden teaches us the value of living in balance with nature. It's a vision of what the world can be when everything works together. In Eden, life flourished in every corner. God created Adam, the first man, from the dust and breathed life into him. Adam's role was to care for Eden and name every animal, a task he did with care. Yet Adam was alone among the animals. Seeing this, God created a companion for him. Eve formed from Adam's rib. Adam welcomed Eve with joy, and together they shared the garden. They became the first family, partners in a perfect world. Adam and Eve were made in God's image, able to think, choose, and love. They had a special connection with God, who walked with them in the garden. Their relationship with God was close and friendly, without fear. Adam and Eve supported each other, exploring and caring for Eden together. They enjoyed the garden's gifts and lived in harmony with nature. Their partnership was built on trust and love. They were the caretakers of Eden, working side by side. Adam and Eve's story shows the importance of companionship and cooperation. Their bond made Eden a true home. The connection between Adam, Eve, and God was the heart of their happiness. In Eden, they experienced a life of peace, purpose, and unity. Their story marks the beginning of humanity's journey. Life in Eden was simple and peaceful for Adam and Eve. The garden provided everything, food, water, and shelter without effort. There was no fear or danger. Animals and people lived together in trust. Every day brought new discoveries and joy. Adam and Eve felt safe, free, and completely at ease. They had nothing to hide from each other or from God. Their innocence and honesty created deep trust. They explored, learned, and celebrated the beauty around them. Their connection to nature brought them happiness. Life in Eden was a celebration of creation's goodness. Adam and Eve's days were filled with wonder and contentment. In this perfect world, they truly thrived. Eden's harmony teaches us about peace and responsibility. In the garden, all life was connected. Plants, animals, and people lived in balance. The story reminds us to care for our world, protect nature, and treat animals kindly. Adam and Eve were caretakers, showing us the importance of stewardship. Eden encourages us to build loving, trusting relationships. The partnership between Adam and Eve is a model for community and cooperation. Even though the story moves on, Eden remains a symbol of hope. It inspires us to seek peace, care for the earth, and build strong communities. The lessons of Eden guide us toward a better future. We can strive for harmony in our lives and with nature. Eden's story is a dream of goodness and peace. Its message is timeless. We can all work to create a world more like Eden,